Hi everyone, it's Tuesday. RV Debs here with you. I waited till about, 8:30 now. I hope some people want to come and join me. Let me open up another window here for myself. Okay. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? There. Okay. Well, I kind of have the camera in a different angle tonight, so that's different. Come on in. The water's fine, I promise. Hello, Gail Lynn. Good to see you. I'm just hanging out. Hi, Sheepish Gaming. Nice to see you too. How's everybody feeling? It was really cold today. I mean, we had like 70s yesterday. Sunny, high 70s. Today, it didn't even hit 42, and it was cloudy and gloomy. Crazy Texas weather, I swear. I've never lived in a place that had weather so changeable. Whew. Hi, Ellen. Well, thanks. Well, thank you. I'm glad you came in. Subscribe. I'm glad. Tell Robert thank you. It's 54 degrees where you are. It's pretty cold here. I don't know what it is right this second. I bet it's about 39, maybe even less, because it's colder. It's got, as it gets dark. Yeah, so anyway, it was kind of an open chat tonight. I'm looking at myself. I just took a shower, and I think I need a little lipstick. If you guys know me, I love lipstick. I can't go without it. Much better. Much, much better. Well, I've been doing really well. I started Weight Watchers 3 weeks and 1 day ago, and I'm down just over 9 pounds, and that feels good. And also, I've kind of gotten rid of. I've stopped eating the processed food and red meat. And as soon as I eat up anything I have in my fridge that's not really completely whole food, I think I'm gonna try it for a while, just eating plant-based. Hello, reluctant recluse. Good to see you. I wasn't gonna do a live stream. I don't know why. All of a sudden I got the urge. I'm watching, actually, I put on Forrest Gump, but I've seen it so many times that I don't really need to see it. Well, there you are, my friend. Hi, Danny. It's been a while. I hope you're doing okay, because you disappeared. Well, thank you, Gail. I'm sorry, I just read that. For dinner, well, Kathy and Mark are doing really well. Speaking of dinner, and when I went over there, they gave me. Kathy had made a cowboy salad. It's like black beans. I think it had black beans, pinto beans, corn, red bell pepper, onion. I think that was it. I don't know. It was a mixture, but it was good, and some kind of a vinaigrette. And then I also had some, which I'm eating it because I have it. It was really good though. Bertelli's carbonara. It's chicken carbonara, and I had a half a package, and it was delicious. But once I'm done, I'm not going to buy it anymore. Hi, Cinnamon Girl. How you guys doing? Hello, Twin Sparrow. You know what, Twin Sparrow, honey, you're doing great. We can't all, we're not all, I'm not able to do it like they're doing it right now, but I'm doing better. That's all it matters, is just to sort of like taking care of myself instead of just eating everything I want. I really do want to be here for a while, you know? That's really the truth. Lone Star, hi. 9 pounds it is good. Thanks, my lipstick. Yeah, that's a Clinique lipstick I got for my one of my fantastic birthday presents this year. I had the best birthday. 43 feels like 34. Yeah, and it's probably colder here. Thanks, Cinnamon Girl. Yeah, so like I've been watching, you know, What the Health. I think that's the name of this movie on YouTube, called What the Health. That's a good one to watch if you're even thinking about learning, you know. Hi, Mano Fairy. Hello. Hello, Patricia. Nice to see you all. 30 degrees in Michigan. Well, it's probably about 37, 38 here. We got a little cold snap that came in real fast. Yeah, that's a good movie. That one and What the Health, which I saw recently. And then the other one was Game Changer. If you watch those two movies, you're gonna be you're be informed on what the heck is out there in our food and what we're doing. Florida, Cinnamon Girl said it was in the 60s. Yeah, this is the best time of the year to be in Florida. Twin Sparrows. Hi, Darby, by the way. Twin Sparrow said, I heard on TV news in Chicago, Adler Planetarium putting in a new telescope operational the week of July 20th with all the planets will be aligned. Oh, that's cool. How are you, Darby? Cinnamon Girl says, I will watch Game Changer. Oh, it's really good. I've been a vegetarian for about 25 years. Yeah, I still have half and half in my coffee. I mean, I'm only doing, I'm just doing the beginning. I'm not trying to do it all overnight. Kathy and Mark are. They gave away everything. But you know, I'm much better. Dan, hi Dan. Dan says, installed solar on the camper. And when the sun's out, it keeps up with the 2-door apartment fridge freezer. Good. Perfect. Yeah. I was wondering how that was going. I was wondering because I thought you'd be on your way. But then again, this is the perfect time in Florida. Why would you leave? You're doing great. Good. Had lots of fun with my necklaces today. Oh, Darby's got some beautiful necklaces I made. I'm so glad you have them. Yeah, Lone Star said when she switched from meats to veggie, it was slow too. Yeah, like I mean, I'm not gonna throw away perfectly good food. I've been like this for so many years. It's not, but I've been counting my points and staying right on that. So that I'm doing. I'm doing dairy. I can't say no because I still have butter that I'm gonna use it till it's gone. Then I'm gonna buy vegan butter because I had tasted some at Kathy's today and it tasted good. It was made with avocado oil. So I'm not saying I'm gonna try eventually to be dairy free, but I've still got some cheese I bought like a week ago. So I'm eating it, but I am definitely considering not buying any more, which is not easy, which is really not easy. Patricia says, how did you do yesterday in weigh-in, I mean. I lost 1.8 pounds, so a total of like I think it was 9.2 for the last 3 weeks, which I'm happy with, because I haven't starved at all. Cinnamon Girl said, I think once you feel good eating healthier food, our eating habits then change. That's right. Hi, Dawn. Oh, you rock too, Dawn. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. And I know if I just stay with it, it's pretty simple, really. It's pretty simple. And I was just like looking at this. So I cleaned out. Okay, so today above my TV is this giant size cabinet. So I thought, I haven't seen the back of that cabinet. There's stuff in there. And I cleaned it all out today. And boy, did I find some stuff. I didn't realize I bought apple cider vinegar bottles, 3 of them. 2 or 3 Pams, the spray. Lone Star says, but Deb, I had breast cancer, so seriously, we switched so I could heal, and I did today cancer-free. Oh, that's wonderful. That's the thing. When you watch these movies and you see people have reversed everything, not just, cancer, diabetes, reversed it. Stop taking pills for everything when your body is healthy and your veins can reopen instead of being clogged with all of the stuff that does that. Patricia said, one thing about cheese, a good weaning habit is to use only Parmesan. After you get used to that, you can start with the nutritional yeast. And I've seen nutritional yeast in some of the people that cook on YouTube. There's a couple of really interesting people. So I know there's other alternatives, and I'm a good cook. So I bought some cashews, and I bought some sunflower seeds, so that when I'm making things, I can spruce them up, and I can take cashews and avocado and blend it and make a sauce with lemon juice. You did spring cleaning too, Dawn. Yeah, I cleaned out that whole thing. I found this. I want to ask you because I have to throw it out, I think. But in the back, it is vegan too. It was Annie Chun's soup bowl. It's udon. So I look it up. Oops, sorry. It was way in the back, like way in the back. And I've lived in here 4.5 years. I think it's going on 5 pretty soon. So I take, and I put it on Weight Watchers. You can hold the app up, and it reads how many points. And it was like 4 points. It wasn't even a lot. Guess what the date is on this? Twin Sparrow says, we have had 6 days of solid cloudy sky, 4 more solid cloudy gray skies in the forecast. Yeah, you need some sun. That's for sure, yeah. I mean, today was really cloudy all day, and it's definitely a different feeling than when the sun's out. So, okay, yeah, so I'm looking at the date, and I was so bummed because it's vegan. It says it on there. And it says it's a product of the USA, which is nice to hear. But it said something like, wait a minute, there is a date on here. Oh yeah. It says best used by June 26, 2015. Lone Star said that she stopped using chemicals and seriously causing breathing on the skin, does right for the bloodstream. Well, when I watched the movie Game Changer, that kind of opened my eyes up on how the athletes' blood, when they were tested after they were eating meat to bulk up and do their sport, and their blood, you could see the cloudiness of their blood from when they mix it up and they separate it. And then they were put on a vegan diet for like the same amount of time, and they got the blood test and it was clear. Oh, thank you, Danny. You're very kind. Hi, Sparky. I need to eliminate all processed food. That's what my aim is now, is All processed food and red meat and pork. I don't want to eat it anymore. Sparky says, congrats on the weight loss. I'm down 8 pounds since the first with portion control. Feels great. Same here, Sparky. I'm feeling the same buzz. Being so much more, just 3 weeks into it, just being very aware of the size of what I eat and making sure I get lots of vegetables and if I need something, fruit, and I'm doing it. Normally I don't even like fruit. I just like sugar. But I'm not doing sugar. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Butterbean. I lost 1.8 pounds as of Monday, so that's a total of like 9 point. I should look again. 9 point something, almost 10 pounds. I'm pretty good with that. Patricia said it helps when you have support, a support system, and you're supporting one another. And here on the channel, yeah, it's good for us. And there's so many people that need help, whether it's any addiction. It's hard to stop something. It really, and really change. And every time you do change an addiction, you need another addiction. So Weight Watchers works for me because, okay, I'm still into food and stuff, and I probably always will be, but at least I'm into the point system and learning what's in the foods. And so I'm not eating them, I don't want to eat them. Yeah, feels good. Cinnamon Girl said I reward myself with a grocery shop every 2 weeks with a few cookies. That's how I keep my sweet tooth. And I won't even do that because being a food addict and a sugar addict, I don't even want to start it because I'm afraid I'd want more. But what I do now is I have blueberries. I sat last night and just ate blueberries, and they were delicious. I do have granola and plain Greek yogurt at this point I'm eating. And I can make that sweet with some blueberries and like a tablespoon or two of the granola. And that's a sweet treat. Yes. And I did put banana in my oatmeal. This morning I had oatmeal with smashed pecans and blueberries and a half banana. No, my blueberries aren't making me pee blue. Hi, Lilith. Livy. I'm sorry, Lilith. Hi, Livy. Thanks, Patricia. Hi, 3 sheets to the wind, courage. That's what it takes to change, is courage. That is really the truth. When you think about it, we got to have courage, and it's not easy sometimes. Yeah, there's ways to control what we eat. I agree, Cinnamon Girl. Oh, no, that's funny. Why is your pee blue? Somebody's eating blueberries and having blue pee. So how do you like this setup? It looks pretty good. I've got the light coming this way, and I am facing this way for a change. Although I have to turn this way to really read stuff. Eventually, I'm going to get this right. And no one's perfect. I'm shipping off 2 things tomorrow. Nan bought these. Aren't they pretty? 3 bracelets. I am so grateful because it really helps. Plus, you're going to get something pretty. And somebody bought this. Really pretty headband. Thank you very much. I'm going to send them off tomorrow. I'm not taking this trailer. This trailer lives here. That's where it's parked. Thank you, Lone Star. Dawn says, I don't know if this is healthy, but I'll take frozen blueberries, put them in a cup with half and half, and put stevia and cinnamon. And the frozen blueberries makes the half and half frozen. There's no rules. You have to make your own rules. I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I do it with like the yogurt I was saying. I eat like that. Sometimes if I have frozen blueberries, I'll get a bunch of frozen blueberries frozen, sprinkle some stevia to make them extra sweet, squeeze some lemon or lime on top, and that is delicious just like that. Mm-mm-mm. You have a trailer, Livy? Menno Fairy said, I'm so glad to make it to another decade, so making our diet better helps. Hey, it really does help. I mean, if we don't take care of what we eat, you know, because I just know that it's the way it's supposed to be. Now, there's nothing wrong with what anyone else decides to do. Because I've eaten meat all my life, so you know, I'm not even doing it because of the poor animals, but that is part of it. But just for me, you know. Dan says, what do you mean nobody is perfect? I am. I'm perfectly imperfect, and I'm perfectly happy with it. You're happy with yourself, Danny, and that's important. I'm so glad to brighten your day. I'm trying. You know, I'm human. We're all, like I said, you know, there's days I was feeling kind of low, and it's nothing to, you know, there's a few things actually happening, but one thing good, I told you guys about Beverly, you know, Nadia's mom, who is, for those of you who are new to my channel, I live on the property of my best friend and her husband in Texas, and her name is Kathy. Kathy's two sons live in the area right here, and anyway, Nadia is a daughter-in-law. Well, her mother has been very ill, and they found out, they did a bone marrow test to see if her bone had cancer, and it didn't. It's from radiation. When they gave her radiation for like 2 weeks, it's like her body's rejecting it totally. Hi, PJ. Next page, PJ. Yeah, anyway, so the good news is she came home today, and that is really good news. She was in the hospital, and, you know, it's been rough. Hello, Samantha. Well, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new, love to see new people, and I hope that you will subscribe and check me out for a while. I'm a pretty down-to-earth person. Menno Fairy says, like I told my husband, if I had known I would have lived this long, I would have been more careful. Who knew I'd get so old? 70. That's not that old. Yes, she's doing much better. I'm so glad, Samantha. Thank you. My health journey is doing well because I've been doing Weight Watchers for 3 weeks. It started last 3 weeks. Well, Monday was 3 weeks, and it's been really good. Hi, Linda. Welcome. I have a very friendly chat here, Samantha. I think you'll find some really nice people. We just talk about anything. It's pretty open. This is just a place to hang out and be with friends. Yeah, I think 70 is like the new 50. I'm older than no, my mother passed. No, my mother, she lived until she was 74. But that's another reason to get it healthy. And like I really want to I want to change myself from the inside out and see how my allergies are, because people are that not everybody can say this, but some I've been watching a lot of people look very they look so healthy. They all have bright eyes, you know, the people that do vegan recipes and stuff. It's like I want to be around and I want to see the 3 boys grow up, and I don't want to be sickly. I really don't. If I mean, I might die anyway. I mean, you could die tomorrow, but I think it's real important because I think when I'm eating all kinds of food and sweets and getting hot fudge sundaes and you know I'm okay. You wouldn't know, but inside I'm not a happy person. I'm really not. I'm not thrilled when I'm all sugared up. It's not a good feeling. Dawn says, I look so young. Thank you. Thank you. I won't read it out loud because, I don't want to toot my horn, but I do feel younger than I'm 69. And I don't feel it. I mean, physically, I was starting I look it. I mean, that's awful. Gail says she hates to, it's horrible when people die at the gym or from jogging. And that happens too. You did, Livy? Oh my gosh, you thought I was in my 40s. I love you. Life is very precious. I agree with you too. Well, I don't feel like that. And when I'm around people of my own age, a lot of people, they seem old to me. And some people that are 50 seem old. I really I don't think it's like a number, I mean, I just don't. When my grandmother was 70, I thought she looked 70. My grandma, my bubby, I remember when she was in her 50s and she looked old to me. Next page, PJ says, yeah, sometimes I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror when I walk by and think to myself, who is that woman? I don't recognize her. I feel younger than I am. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel younger than I really am. In my mind, I'm still, I could be 30, 40, whatever, even it's weird. And I don't know. But I do know I'm feeling better. Whether it's Weight Watchers or keto or whether it's just plant-based, whatever it is, when you're doing something that it feels good, and that's nice. That's a great thing. Cinnamon Girl said a repair guy was at my home recently and freaked out when I told him I was 61. He thought I was in my 40s. Isn't that a great thing? Yeah. PJ says exactly. The problem is I want to dress young too. I'd scare the people. Well, I like young styles. Doesn't mean I'm going to dress like a teenager, but I'm not like an old lady. I don't want to have like short silver hair. I mean, this is my natural hair and I'm getting silver. I don't call it gray. I call it silver. But I want to be like hip enough to get my nails done and I love clothes. That's why I want to lose some weight so I can really dress better. It's a very good back. I don't know if I'm back or not. Hello. I'm back. That was weird. But it let me resume after I closed it off. Thanks, Doreen. Yay, you guys. I didn't want to go like that. Hi, Carol. Thanks. That was weird. Hi, Chad. How you doing? Nice and chilly today, huh, Chad? Chad lives right here in my town. Thank you, guys. I changed the camera. It's easier this way, I think. Hi Harmony Paints. I did disappear and then I had to resume. It was like something interrupted my stream. It's all good. Is it buffering now for you too? Let me see if I can. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna refresh the page I'm on because I don't know what happened to it. There, back. I know, that's a good username. I agree. Courage is a really good word. Hi, Carrie. It was like the Twilight Zone. I just looked in the picture just turned off, and then I took my cell phone and like closed it, and then I came back and hit the little record button on for YouTube, and it said, "Would you like to resume?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to resume." So how's the weather tonight, Danny? I bet you're having the best weather in the country. I want to get rid of my double chin. I wonder if they could suck that out. It would look so much better. Thanks, Darby. I try, even when I'm having a bad day, I just do the best I can. Hi, Judy. Hi, Sally. Welcome, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I did start a little later today. So is anybody watching The Bachelor? I really dig watching The Bachelor. It's like, it's the craziest thing. I get a kick out of it. So stupid, some of these people. Yeah, I mean, if I had a lot of money, man, if I had a lot of money, then I would take care of some of this stuff. But that's not going to happen. I am going to get my eyes done. It's beautiful in Miami area, 61 degrees. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, I'm hoping it does, Lone Star. 61 in clear skies from Dawn and Dan. Yes, I don't know what it is here. I know it's cold. It's got to be in the 30s tonight. I'm just going to keep on trucking and see how it all works out in the end, right? Yes, Danny was missed. He disappeared. Lunchtime facelift. You'll have to tell me about that. Danny, you say the sweetest things. Thank you. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to get done. Keep on trucking. That's right. Oh, thank you, PJ. You guys are so sweet and loving. I appreciate it. Hi, Stony. Living in a small town in Texas. You want me to sing a little bit of that? I'm living in a small town in Texas where people smile and get to know your name. I never thought I'd ever want to live like this, and yet I'm living in a small town in Texas. On Friday, we all dine at Bud's place, where most everybody there. I even know the cop and the mayor too, and our waitress Angie's baby's nearly due. Oh, I'm living in a small town in Texas, where people smile and get to know your name. I never thought I'd ever want to live like this. I'm living in a small town in Texas. We don't have a signal, just a blinking light. McDonald's is an hour drive away. My friends think I flipped out, and I'm here to say I flipped out in a small town in Texas. I flipped out in a small town in Texas. Whew. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going for this test on the 6th of February. And I've done this test once before and got passed to do it. And then my husband got sick and I never got to go through with it. But insurance will cover it. Like, I have these heavy eyelids and they get to where they make me feel tired. And so what they do is test your side peripheral vision. Once you've got that, and the doctor can tell the insurance that you need this, then he's gonna slice a little bit right here and pull out the extra skin very carefully, and do it where I guess where my eyes will be more open. I don't know, but I'm ready to do it. Thank you, Lone Star. Who's my hero? Wow. Hello, No Madness. How are you? I'm good. Thank you, Danny. How are you? Shelly. Just blanking out on your name for a minute. I am doing well. I lost my channel. It still hasn't come back. I've just learned to carry on, and they keep telling me that it's going to get back to me, and, I'm not holding my breath. Oh, Carol, thank you so much for the thumbs up and for visiting. I appreciate it. Yeah, I lost my channel. It's going to be like 3 months. On the 10th of February, it'll be 3 months. Isn't that crazy? So you never know. You know, the one thing in life that you can never, ever, you can count on it is change. Things change. My hero. I'm trying to figure out who my hero would be. My dad was my hero, but he's no longer here. Is my mouth moving to a different beat? It could be a little lag. Well, it'll be 3 months. It's 2.5 months, but still, that's a long time. And they keep telling me that, they're working on it, whatever. They're working on it. Hey, PJ, thank you for coming in. So nice to have you in the side chat with everybody. It is, like I was going to say, hero would be hard. It's hard to pick a hero. I'm really having a hard time with that. Like, who is my hero? Besides my dad. I used to sing my dad. His favorite song was "You're the Wind Beneath My Wings," that song. Did you ever know you were my hero? So that was my hero, but my hero is no longer in this particular world. But I'm hoping that we get to meet up someday. Heroes. I don't really have a hero. Hi, Plain Vanilla Grandma. Well, the question right now is, who's your hero? That's a good question. It wasn't from me, somebody else. But it really makes you think. Like, who is your hero? Stony says, my dad was dying this time last year and finally passed in February. Definitely my hero. Just 67. God bless you. I know. It's hard to lose your hero. My dad was very close to me, too. It's only 1 year, too, so it's fresh. It's fresh. Never, and it doesn't change. You never, you get through it, but you're never going to get over the loss of your loved ones. Well, my dad was such a strong leader for the family, and no matter what the problem was, if you came to him, his name was Joe, he would work it out. He would make sure that it wasn't as bad as you thought it was, Judy said I'm like a foreign movie dubbed in English. Oh, man. Sorry. There you go. Carol's saying the right thing. She always says the right thing, Carol. She says it. I believe this too. Okay, that's my answer. People who risk their life for us. Police officers, firefighters, and military. Those are my heroes. Those are my heroes too. Can I borrow your heroes and let them be my heroes too? Joe's a good name, isn't it? Joseph. You want to hear a funny thing about my dad? Hi, Wayne. My dad was, when he was, okay, his mother and father, my grandmother and grandfather on my father's side were Russian Jews. And they came over on the boat. You know, they went over to Ellis Island. And when my father was born, his mother had 5 sons, all sons. And his mother didn't speak English like very well when they were young. And the doctor, they asked what you were going to name the baby. So she said Yusuf, which is Joseph. He said, what's the middle name? And she thought that he was asking her what street she lived on. So his name was, oh man, blanking out on the name. It was funny. He never used it. Something like Joseph. I can't remember. I screwed that up good, didn't I? My memory's gone. But I remember it was funny because it was a street name. Oh, Monroe. That's it. It was Joseph Monroe because it was Monroe Street they lived on. Isn't that kind of funny? Because she didn't know they were saying what middle name. She thought, what's the street name? I don't even know what made me bring that up. Having a good dad. He fought in Army, you know. He was a real good man. Oh man, these are some good ones. Cinnamon Girl says, here's a good one. If money was no object, what would you do all day? Oh, hi. Let me think about that for a second. Hi, Deborah. She says, I'm looking good. Thank you. What's my secret? Talk to myself. Make myself do things that are not that comfortable. Like getting on here when I'm feeling quiet and making myself enjoy people. Just pushing myself. That's right. There you go. 3 Sheets to the Wind Courage says we all can be heroes in our own life. If we only have the courage to try. A quote I read once. If money was no object, what would I be doing right now? All day, I mean. See, I don't know what I would be doing all day that would be that much different. But if money was no object, I'd probably be like somewhere either on a cruise or in a beautiful motorhome with a really great guy driving for me so I don't have to. I'd like to go overseas and see what it's like to, eat in Asia, all over Asia or Europe. Oh, there's so many things I wished I could do. Traveling is probably one of my, I love it. Hi, Giggle Fishy. Yeah, we're just talking about if money was no object, what would you do all day? I would be able to travel, and I would do it like I'd like to do a lot of different things. I'd love to take a train ride. I'd like to take the train ride that goes from San Diego, I believe, all the way to Vancouver, Canada, on a really cool train. That's interesting. Seattle Judy said a private yacht. Well, I watched Below Deck. Does anybody else watch Below Deck? That kind of gives you a taste of that would be nice. The one they did Below Deck, this recently one, it was in Thailand, and it's absolutely gorgeous from the water, just beautiful. Dawn says, God is my godly hero, but here on earth, my heroes are the ones that help others, saving people's lives, giving money to those who need it, doing all good things for others. Yep, those are good heroes. Cinnamon Girl said, I love train rides. Used to go from Los Angeles to Philadelphia in the summer when was a youth. Yeah, that's would be a fun trip. There's also one that goes like all the way across the country and ends in New York, which would be fun too. See, Cinnamon Girl says that. Okay, Giggle Fishy says, I'd be someplace warm, someplace where I could walk into warm water and swim anytime I wanted. I've got this thing about wanting to swim lately. Hi, Disney Therapy. Welcome. I no, I have never taken St. John's Wort, but I know that it's supposed to help when if you're feeling down or depressed or something. Well, I've never done a train. I mean, been on like in California, they have the BART system that takes you, in an underground train, like kind of subway train. But I would like to do the train where you have like it'd be neat if you could afford to get a sleeping car and really do it up and enjoy it. Ooh, Cinnamon Girl, you are full of them tonight. Southern Hippie said she'd travel to Tibet. That would be neat. Another one, Cinnamon Girl said, if you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? Another thing I have to think about for a second. And then Plain Vanilla Grandma says, actually, I like my life. I would do exactly what I do now, except I would be in a house with a pretty yard and own my own car. Otherwise, I'm happy, just like I am, retired and doing what I want. Well, I'm happy with what I'm doing too, actually. Dawn says probably the mid 1800s she'd go back to. I love the way women dressed in the 20s and 30s, even their hairstyles. Yeah, but women couldn't vote. Judy said, you might be talking about the Amtrak Starlight trip. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, the Starlight Express. Disney Therapy said, if I could, I would disappear to Europe for a month and just enjoy the different cultures. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I don't think I'd want to go back in time. If I could go back in time for like a short time, then I would. Danny says, I'd go back to 1961 so I could do life again. It has been a hell of a ride. Lone Star says, Debs, there is a train from Dallas to Fort Worth and vice versa. It's a commute train. It doesn't cost much. Yeah, that's not the kind I want to go on. I want to go on the kind that you're like going through the fields and the mountains and the streams, and you've got, like the glass so you can see really good, and yeah, fancy train. Dawn says, I always feel like I'm an old soul, like I belong into another time period. You might have, who knows? Plain Vanilla Grandma Carol says, Deb, when you get to go to Santa Fe, it's just a hop, skip, and jump up to Durango, Colorado. They have a wonderful old train that you can ride in the mountains from Durango to Silverton and back. Yeah, I know. Someday I'm going to get on a train. Like, there's a train. My friend lives, my very, very close friend named Bonnie. Bonnie Lou and her husband live in Mount Shasta, California. And there's a train. Actually, they live in Dunsmuir. There's a train right in Dunsmuir. And this train that I want to go on goes right by their house. I'd love to go there. Ooh, Dawn says she'd go back to Scotland and Ireland in my past life. Seattle Judy said, I would help all the homeless people here I love and change their lives. If you had all the money you needed, that's really sweet. You'd be their hero. Dan said, I think I would like to circle the country on a train. Well, there are some really neat trains out there that take people, and they stop. Some places, they actually have one train I read recently where it takes you to these great places, and then you stop and you get a hotel. You don't sleep on the train. You take a hotel, you get to like a little tour of that town, back on the train to the next stop. That's another interesting thing. Some people say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. That's right, Dawn. Oh, I wish I could win the lottery. Cinnamon Girl says, what would you do if you won the lottery? And I would do so much. I would help Kathy and Mark. I would help my family, my cousins. I would give everyone some money to help themselves with. I'd probably have a home. I wouldn't mind having a home here in this area so I could be with my family, but I would like to have a place elsewhere too. Yeah. Gigglefishy said there are some fun train webcams that you can go through all these snowy Scandinavian countries if you want to pretend you're riding on the train. Oh, that's neat. How would you search that? If I won the lottery, I would actually. Hi, Jeff. I would actually really like to take and have Kathy and Mark's house made bigger, like the whole kitchen and living room just be completely brought out like 15 feet because they've got the land, and change their windows to like really good storm windows with awnings. And I'd like to help them. No, I wouldn't go back to LA, not to live ever. Mm-mm. Maybe somewhere in Northern California, but not LA. Oh, Danny, don't be so silly. He says I'm pretty sure if I won the lottery, I would die on the way to the bank. That's funny. That's one thing you are. You are funny. That's good. Dawn says, that's so sweet. Yeah, I would help. I'd like to have a tiny home too. I mean, I would love to build a tiny home. It doesn't have to be big. A little bigger than this. Wouldn't that be fun to have a train live stream? That's what they do they've got them, Gigglefishy. They have live streams on trains. I know he's hysterical. I'll have to look into it because that would be fun. I mean, I was raised in Los Angeles pretty much. I mean, I'd visit. I would go to visit, but I don't think I'd ever want to even live near there. Santa Barbara's beautiful, and I have friends that live near there. I don't really know if I'd even go to California to live. I might move somewhere in like Oregon. If I had all the money I'd want, I'd have a house here in Texas where my friends are, and I would make sure that Kathy and Mark's home was whatever they wanted. And I think I'd want a motorhome, motorhome myself across the country. But I think I'm going to get a van, you guys. I'm going to get a camping van. We'll see. It might happen. Wouldn't that be awesome if I could go out camping and do live streams from the road and stuff? Let me click on that, Gigglefishy, and then I'll watch it later. Wait a minute. Excuse me while I screw this up good. I'm going to subscribe, and then I'm going to go back to my channel so I can see what you guys are saying. There. Okay. I'm back. Southern Hippie said, if I won the lottery, I would move back to New York where I belong. Jeff said, I and my wife love your channel. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, Mrs. Jeff. Dan says, people stream from everywhere. I'm not going to read that. I'm going to watch that. I just subscribed, so I'll be able to get to them again. Cinnamon Girl said, I met a lady from Wisconsin today. She was camping in her Ford Transit, no insulation. Oh no, that would be cold. Hi, Harmony Pants. She said if you got a camping van, you could come visit us and live stream from each location. I know. I know. It's going to happen. I'm not going to tell you all the details yet because I really don't know them, but I'm thinking I'm going to be able to get a camper van of some sort. Hi, Victoria. I would love to see the inside of your van, Cinnamon Girl. Yeah, I'm going to keep my truck. I'm going to keep my truck. Going to keep my home. But if I get this camping van, like if I get some sort of a van that's already been converted into a camper, me too. I want to get one. What I would do is I would join up with some of the friends out here, like RV Rebel Girl, or just go caravan with a few friends and just even if I got away for a month and then came home, and then when I felt it again, I could go maybe to like San Antonio and stay there for a few days in my van. So I'm not spending all that money and I'm preparing my food. My dogs can go with me as long as it's decent. I wouldn't go in the summer, like it's too hot to bring the dogs, but yeah. And then I've thought about, well, there's lots of things I'm thinking about. We'll see what happens. Yes, I am, Judy. I want to go to Oregon very badly. I don't want to tow anything because we've thought about, my friend and I are talking. We thought about a small trailer, but I want to be like stealth. I kind of want to just no one know whether I'm there or not if I'm sleeping. I just want to do, you know, just. But I do want a bed already in there in the fridge and a porta potty and a little stove and all that stuff. Thank you, Dawn. New Hampshire. I love New Hampshire. That's a beautiful area. Dunkin' Donuts. No thanks. I'm not eating donuts anymore. Well, I mean, as you think, so shall it be. So I'm putting my mind on it, and I have been for a long time. It's time. I want to keep my home base, but sometimes I need to get away. Like even a week or 5 days, or maybe 3 or 4 nights, because I could go to Austin, Texas. Like in March, I want to go to the Austin, Texas to another house concert. But I would really like to just be able to stay in my own space. And even if I went to an RV park and plugged in so that, the air conditioner could be on if it's warm, I'll work it out. Harmony Payne says so many great things about having a van. Can you make your healthy food? Don't have to pack and unpack. If you have solar AC, the dogs can go with you. Yeah, the dogs have to go with me. I mean, unless it's a real short trip. And then, of course, Cat and Mark will take care of them. Carol takes the donuts. I love donuts. I don't want one. And I don't want to even be around a lot of food. I want to do my own thing. That's why I want to be able to cook for myself mostly. Yeah, I've been to the Space Needle. I did have a brunch at the Space Needle. I don't know if that must be a new glass floor. That sounds great. I'd love to go to the Sky Space Needle with you. There's a lot of dreams I have, I'm not dead yet. I've got high hopes. High hopes. Faye, how you doing? Faye is so talented. She is a comedian. I wish that you should go live one night, Faye, and do your thing. Show everybody. What's my favorite movie? I love lots of movies. Forrest Gump's a good movie. Titanic's a good movie. I love so many of them. The Color Purple. Gosh, I could name my favorite movies all night. Plain Vanilla Grandma said I would go to Seattle. I would love to go to Seattle. My youngest son moved there 5 years ago, and I've never been and able to see all the beautiful things up there. Oh, that is true. If you have a son that you could stay with, you should definitely check out that area of the country. It's beautiful. It's so different. I love it. I really do. I would love to live there. Faye, I think that would be really cool. Yeah, I would help you get an audience. You were funny and people loved you. And why not? You love to do it. Dan says, my nephew is a cop and we were talking about so-called stealth camping. He said that cops aren't stupid. He said they know when someone is in their van. Mostly they just choose to turn their head. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's because the people are being cool about it. Jeff said he saw the Space Needle. Yeah, the Space Needle is a cool view, too. You can see small planes, like landing, like right outside the window. I think this is a recording. That's an interesting name. Is RV Deb live tonight, or is this a recording? This is a live chat. Live stream. You didn't go in the Space Needle. Yeah, you take an elevator all the way up to the top. I was lucky enough to have a meal at the top. But it's a cool... I love the market. The People's Market there. It's great. Oh yeah, I'm all set. Maybe you're the recording. We could all come and stay at Judy's house. You wouldn't want that. Yeah. But, you know, there's a lot of places to see. Washington State and Oregon are gorgeous if you've never been. Pike's Place, that's what it's called. Thank you. I've been there a couple times. It's really neat. I would love to have a market like that. Something that I could go and get some special vegetables that you don't get everywhere. But around here, you're lucky to get your basics. That is, no, he's a snowman. He needs to go away soon. Come on down. I got him during the December time. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. But he likes living there. So until I feel like it, he can hang out. Don says, Cinnamon, I would be so shy having my own channel that I probably would talk and show people things and have tutorials and never get on the camera. Cinnamon Girl's got a cat on her lap. Yeah, people have markets and like Saturday markets and stuff, and we don't really have that here. But I was watching a video, a vegan video. I've been watching a lot of people that are plant-based. I don't know if you want to call it vegan, plant-based. This one guy, he's so interesting, and he's a chef, and he was going down the market. It was so cool because all this stuff that you don't see everywhere. I never seen some of this stuff. Yeah, that was my little Santa Claus. It wasn't my Santa Claus. It was my snowman. Our small town does not have a market. I'd have to go like farther, like maybe to Abilene or something. But this what's the name of this guy? I wish I could. I'll have to write their names down so I can share it. But this is a real good looking guy, and he's a chef, and he had his crew, like three guys, his cameraman and stuff. And they went into this market, and they were all to pick up one item that he is supposed to put together and make a great meal. And boy, did he do that. Jeff said he made some quinoa for breakfast. Yeah, well, try quinoa like savory. Try to make the quinoa and add in some like onions and peppers and mushrooms, or a little bit of seasoning. Me too, Harmony Paints. I've been really watching a lot of it, a lot of the cooking, because I like to cook, and you have to learn how to cook like that. Judy says Pike Place Market is amazing. Huge. Smell of fresh seafood, water from the Puget Sound. I know, and you could buy anything there. Yeah, I'm not vegan. I'm definitely not vegan at this moment. I'm just trying to do no red meat. Pretty much that's it. No pork and no red meat. I'm just slowly but surely I'm eating much more vegetables and that kind of stuff. We're not going to read that out loud, a tribe, because I don't know what you want from me. No, 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 what you want from me, sir. There's a lot of people that are Kathy's son Lee and Stephanie are vegan, or close to it anyway, and yeah, I just don't, I'm not really into. I don't mind. I mean, I like steak and stuff. Don't get me wrong. I just want to try to back off of animal products. Yeah. What are you going to find out soon, Diego Fishy? I'm going to be taking another little trip probably next week to overnight to visit a friend, and but I can't wait. I really can't wait to like find the right camper van, like a Pleasure Way, or what do you call those? They're made like campers, so they're already done. Oh, that person doesn't want the pimple. He just wants to hear himself talk. Right, tribe? Road tracks. Yeah, stuff like that. I'd love one of those. I know they're expensive. We'll see what happens. There you go. Grandma Vanilla, plain vanilla grandma says, my son tells me that you shouldn't eat anything with that had a face. I don't live in a fifth wheel. I'm not changing anything. This is my home, and it's my trailer. It's a travel trailer. Um, but I'm going to be hopefully able to purchase some sort of camper van so I can take off and do some side trips. Yeah. But this is my home base. Yeah, it's like a Class B. I'd love a Class B. Yes. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to eat, believe me. I love lamb. Lamb's one of my favorite. Well, thank you, tribe. I'm trying. I've lost 9 point something pounds in the last few weeks. Oh, that's cute. I'll run over and talk to Marshall, okay? Not gonna do it. Although I wouldn't mind going to visit Rosie. That would be fun. And you know she has a camera on, so I'd be on. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting some sort of camper van. I hopefully in the next couple months, for sure. I just got to, and a friend of mine's gonna help me get it. The difference between a Class A, okay, a Class A motorhome are those big square boxes that they drive and they look like big buses, but they're all one. That's a Class A. A Class B is a smaller version, like usually like a camper van that's been fixed up with a high top. Class C is like a van front with a bed of some sort on top of the drivers, and then it goes back into a motorhome type of thing. Yeah, and that's the thing about the Class Bs, which are the smaller, kind of like a camper van or a little bigger than a camper van. They can park everywhere, and that's what I want. I don't, I thought it when you first get into traveling and RVing, you think big. I want a 36 footer, and then when you realize you don't need all that. I wouldn't mind an Astra high top camper van for sure. I just want to be able to get out of here and move around the country a little bit. No, I don't want to live in a Cadillac. Hi, Chloe. What do you mean, Dan? Vegetarians are eating my foods, and that's alarming? I'm not, that didn't make sense. Cinnamon Girl said my dream camper van is a Pleasure Way high top. Yeah, that's what I want, but I won't be getting one of those probably. And if I did get one of those, it'd be older. It wouldn't be a new one. But I don't want it to be too old. Like, I'd like to get into something that's 5 years old. That's about it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the live stream. I appreciate those. Cows eating greens is what. Yeah, well, cows don't eat meat. Really? Over 50,000. Well, maybe just a van that's been a converted van, like a conversion. Hi, Molly. I have to get starting to look around here what we have around here. Thank you, Dawn. I just thought I would do a live stream, what the heck. A 1990. That's too old. It would have to have, decent mileage. I can't say that it's too old. I'd have to have a good person that knows what they're doing help me out with that. When am I buying a new camper? I don't know exactly when. I've been talking to a friend who's going to help me get one. Really? I didn't know Tribe was gay. That's right, Gail. Even cows don't eat meat. Those big animals with their, what do you call it? The huge antelopes and stuff. They don't eat meat. Judy says in this area there are so many RV storage places that people get tired of the rental payments, and a great price can be had. That's right. And cash talks, doesn't it? I believe in it, Harmony. Don't worry. I believe in that dream because that's what I want. I'm not sure what I'm going to wind up with. It does depend on, of course, what's out there and how much money this friend of mine wants to help me, like, finance it for me. And that's what I need. Help. I need help. But I would do so good because I'd do live streams from the road. I would show you places wherever I am. So that's what's in my heart. That's what I want to do. And I want to lose about 50 pounds so I can enjoy myself on the road. Longhorns, I guess. When you watch Game Changer, you'll see what I mean. They talk about the animals and what they eat. I would be comfortable traveling alone. But to a point, like I would have to be meeting people and maybe caravanning with other people. But I'm not afraid to get on the road and get somewhere by myself. It's much easier than pulling a trailer. That was not easy for me. I'd like to be able to just pull in when I want to pull in, go to a park. I don't want to have this long trailer behind me. No, I probably wouldn't be boondocking too much alone unless it was on the highway, like at a rest stop or if I had to. I don't, guns. I have a couple of guns in case you want to know, but I didn't get any in Texas. But my husband had guns. Oh, I'm glad, Faye. Thank you. Hey, Linda, thanks for coming in. Yeah, there are a lot of nice people to meet up in the vans. And like right now, my friend Carolyn, who's RV Rebel Girl, and she's with, I'm trying to think of the other people that she's with, but there's a few of them traveling, and I would join them. A boy's best friend is his gun. Well, pepper spray actually works pretty good. And I also keep a can of, what do you call it? Wasp spray, which really sprays from a distance. Faye said she'd travel with me. Yeah, I think I really just need to be able to do that so I can get it going. Laura, did I miss something? What did you say, honey? Let me go back and look. Laura, you will manifest this. I hope so. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, the Class C's are nice, but they're big and it's not as easy um, as having a good van. As long as I got a comfortable bed and I definitely want a friendly fan of some sort with the air. Throw in a solar panel and a inverter so that I can at least, always have power. Well, that's great, Jeff. I just lost a little over 9 pounds in 3 weeks, and I've got a long ways to go, but hey, it's going. I think I have too much green on this side and not on that side. Sorry. Yeah, see, there's a lot of people. Harmony Paints said all of us with vans would meet you. Yeah, I mean, we could do a caravan thing, and in certain times of the year, at certain areas, and I'd get there. Yeah, your two poodles and my two little darlings. They want to be with us. They don't care where we are as long as they get to go. Thank you, Cinnamon Girl. I'm so glad you came in. You had a lot of cool questions. Enjoyed them. Yeah, I've heard about that. I think this is a recording. It says I lost about 10 pounds in a week. Intermittent fasting, don't eat outside 5-hour window, keeps the blood sugar in check. I don't do the intermittent fasting, but like if I stay up till, let's just say I'm up till 3 in the morning, and then I get up about 10:30 in the morning, 10:30, depends on when I go to sleep. I don't eat anything until about usually afternoon, 1 o'clock. So that's a little bit of intermittent fasting. I don't think it's exactly what you're saying. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate you so much. And I really appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to end this too. It's probably a good time to do that. Unless somebody's coming up with some interesting conversations. Thank you so much, Dawn. Yeah, I think it's been, it's been a great chat, though. I've really enjoyed sharing with you guys. And you always make me feel like someone that has people caring about her, which don't we all want to be cared for? And it helps me. Even though I'm talking like, oh, I'm doing so good, it does help me. If I am accountable, I mean, if I fall off the wagon and do something wrong, I'm going to tell you because I'm only human, but I don't want to. October 31. I think it was a Tuesday, but I'm not sure. I'd have to check. Thanks, Giggle Fishy, Carrie Joe, Laura. Thank you, Laura. I'm doing the best I can. I'm on Weight Watchers. That's helped me a lot. And that app, it helps. It was talking about red meat and what people eat. It's really good for us. I mean, that's a really good program. You can be on any food plan and still be on Weight Watchers. I'm so glad you came in, Gail, Molly, Jeff, Laura, Carrie, Giggle Fishy, Faye, Harmony Paints, Lone Star, Molly, Tribe. And I think this is a recording. Thank you. I really kind of want to do like vegetarian. I'm doing dairy right now, but that's something that I might do away with too. But I've got food in the house. I'm not wasting food. Well, you guys, I'll see you all on Friday night. Yep, Friday night. It comes around really fast. It really does. If you guys are interested in checking out my Facebook and joining Facebook and Instagram, I'd love it. Also, my Etsy shop's got several things that I've made on it. And that's it. Until Friday, peace out, my friends. Be kind. That's the best thing to be. Usually around 6 o'clock Central Time on Friday. That means 7 o'clock Eastern Time. But I'm never been the one to be very good. Like, if something comes up and I'm out to dinner, I'll start an hour later, but I'll be on. Thank you, 3 Sheets. Yeah, I'm going to go watch trains. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate getting turned on to that. That was cool. Oh, and Twin, thank you, sweetie. Stay with it. We can do this. And if one day you don't do so good, the next day you do good. Just think about it. Read the app. Find things to read that's interesting and stick with it with me, please. Good night.